Today's topic is mumps. Mumps is a viral infection that primarily affects salivary glands like parotid glands. It is caused by mumps virus, which is an RNA virus, and it belongs to the family Paramyxoviridae. It transmits by respiratory droplets. So, when a person is affected, if he sneezes, then you can also get affected. The incubation period is 2 to 4 weeks. So, what is incubation period? It is the period between exposure to an infection and the appearance of first symptoms. It is highly contagious. So, a person who is affected must be isolated. How does it occur? Mumps virus replicates in nasopharynx. Then it goes into the regional lymph nodes. Then goes in the blood, which is called viremia. Then after going into the blood, it spreads into multiple tissues like salivary glands, testes, ovaries, pancreas, meninges, heart, liver, kidney, joints and thyroid. Now sign symptoms. Fever, headache, then there will be muscle pain, poor appetite, vomiting, sore throat, earache on chewing and swallowing. Then there will be painful parotid gland enlargement, which is initially unilateral but then bilateral 75%. The mandibular angle will be obliterated and there will be feeling of unwell. It mostly occurs in children. There are some complications like orchitis, which means inflammation of one or both the testicles, or epididymoorchitis means inflammation of epididymis and also testicles. In 25% of postpubertal males it occurs. Sometimes testicular atrophy may occur but sterility is rare. Then oophoritis, it means inflammation of ovary. Then aseptic meningitis, which is 10%. Meninges covers the brain and the spinal cord. Inflammation of meninges is called meningitis. Then encephalitis, it means inflammation of the brain. Myocarditis means inflammation of myocardium. It is a layer of heart. Then transient myelitis, pancreatitis, polyneuritis, hearing loss, and there will be abortion if infection takes place in first trimester of pregnancy. Other causes are carditis, thyroiditis, arthalgia, arthritis, and nephritis. The diagnosis is clinical. There will be history of contact with an affected patient, CBC, complete blood count with peripheral blood film. Then serology for mumps specific antibody like immunoglobulin M or immunoglobulin G. There will be 4-fold rise of immunoglobulin G titer. Virus can be cultured from urine in the first week of infection. Detect virus by PCR polymerase chain reaction in urine, saliva or CSF means cerebrospinal fluid. It is a clear colorless fluid within the brain and spinal cord. After examining the CSF, it reveals lymphocytic pleocytosis. Means there will be an abnormal shape or number of lymphocytes. Then serum amylase level increase in mumps parotitis and pancreatitis. But you have to remember that serum lipase level increase in pancreatitis, not in mumps. Treatment. The treatment is supportive, counseling the parents about the disease, normal diet with plenty of fluid intake, then paracetamol for fever and pain, maintenance of oral hygiene with warm salt water, gargles or saline mouthwash. No evidence that glucocorticoids are value for orchitis. You have to remember these 2 points. No effective antivirals and no antibiotics are given because mumps is caused by virus, not bacteria. For prevention, there is a vaccine, MMR vaccine, measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. It is a live attenuated vaccine. Attenuated vaccine reduces the virulence of a pathogen, means it weakened so that they create a protective immune response but do not cause disease in healthy people. There are 2 doses. First dose in 12 to 15 months age and second dose 4 to 6 years of age. Affected children should be isolated from school and childcare centers for 9 to 10 days from onset of parotid gland swelling to prevent spreading. So this is all about mumps. I hope you have liked this lecture. If you have liked it, then give a thumbs up in this video and subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button for more notifications. Thank you everyone. Bye.